So it all comes down to this, everybody. Welcome back to the Los Angeles Rams franchise rebuild here on Madden NFL 24. It is week 18 against the 3-13 Cardinals, our last game of year 12. If we win this game, we secure a playoff spot once again, trying to make up for the disappointment of last season. But if we lose, we are in danger of missing out on the playoffs entirely. It all comes down to this game right here. We have to win. So let's go and do it here at home in SoFi Stadium. After a back-and-forth game in Week 17, Week 18 is officially underway here in our home stadium. McCone brings it out up to the 20-yard line, and that is where the offense led by Jesse Wagner will come out for the first drive of the game. We have only one injury here in this game, and that is to our starting safety, George Vance, out until at least the Super Bowl week. We start with Trey Bone getting the first carry of the game, and not Antonio Blackshear. He runs for 4. Here's Blackshear now, space up the middle, and he's across the 35, 11 yards on his first carry. On 1st and 10, right back to him. He is wrapped up by Malcolm Izzo for only 1 yard this time. Last week, we saw our quarterback throw 2 extremely costly picks, but we somehow came out on top of that game thanks to 4 defensive turnovers. Our quarterback has got to play better in this one if we want to get into the playoffs. Blackshear gets his 3rd touch of the game. This time it's through the air. And that will bring up 3rd and 6. Got to get to the 45.5-yard line to keep this drive going to open this ball game. There's time to throw, and caught on the outside by the backup tight end Joaquin Estes. Just enough for a first down. Hand off to Blackshear. A hole opens up, and he gains about 11 for another first down. Trying to establish the run early on. Right back to Blackshear. He makes one man miss and gains 4. 27 yards on 4 carries already. We're just inside the 40. Trey Bone trying to bounce it outside. He cuts it back in and then gets swallowed up for pretty much a loss of 1. Now we're back to our 39-yard line and field goal range, but we saw Douglas miss a kick last week from this exact spot, and Wagner takes a sack. You cannot take that in no man's lands. And this drive goes nowhere. Only a 20-yard punt from Lauderdale. Joey Simpson under center for the Cardinals here in this one. Underneath and caught. Gain of 4 to his tight end. Play fake on 2nd down, and Simpson completes it to his starting tight end. That is Larry Schultz. Now on the ground, up the middle. Gain of 4 for Anthony Leach. Are already across their own 40. Simpson down the field and broke it up by Forbes to save a touchdown. You have Carlos Ruiz in man-to-man coverage. Simpson flushed out and wide open. That was the guy that Ruiz should have been on. First down for the Cardinals up to the 40-yard line. That is the first grab there for Coates here in this game. It goes for 17. Do not want to allow the first score against a 3-win offense. 7 more on the ground for Leach. 3-man rush from the Rams, and in traffic, no good for Coates. Forbes was right there. Another 3rd down for this defense trying to force a field goal from Arizona. Time to throw, and underneath again for a first down. The 3rd grab, or the 3rd target rather, for Coates here in this game. New set of downs for the Cardinals. Dumped off again. Coates has been targeted so many times already. Can we just cut these underneath throws? Just cut off the routes. 2nd and 7 for Simpson. No pressure for the end zone, and don't tell me they're going to call PI. That is exactly what they do. And it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. Cardinals knocking on the door. They're going to strike first, man. Are you serious? Unless we get a miracle turnover here. It's a fullback dive, and they're going to lose a yard. Nice tackle made by Carlos Ruiz. They're going to try again. Simpson bobbled and completes in the end zone with Daniel Levy in the area. On 3rd and goal, here's our chance to force a field goal. It's a play fake, and Levy gets home to Simpson. 2 straight plays by our best defender on the field right now. It's a loss of 8. And that will force a field goal. I thought they would score a touchdown here, but luckily the defense stepped up in a multitude of ways. So lengthy drives by either team here in this first quarter. 13 seconds to go until it's over. We start from the 25, and pressure gets to Jesse Wagner. He had no chance. A loss of 7 to close the first quarter. Already 2 sacks for the Cardinals. That is going to make this drive a whole lot more difficult. We hand it off on 2nd and long. There's a hole for Blackshear. He breaks one loose, and he is gone. Off to the races. Touchdown, Blackshear. 82 yards. It's a house call. I thought the drive was over. I was dead wrong. Good blocking on the outside. A great lead block by Jackson there on the outside as well. And Blackshear does the rest. What a play. My game just crashed, but we are back. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Now trailing by 4. A little short. I forget what that play is called. It's like a jet sweep, but like in front of the quarterback. But either way, it's a 1st down for Harrell. That will count as a pass for Simpson. Now he goes back to Larry Schultz for a gain of 6. If we can just hold this offense to like 17 or less points, then we can come out on top. I trust the offense to put up that many, or our defense to also pick up a score because they do that pretty often. 1st and 10, and way off the mark. Pressure off the edge. Simpson's pass is caught by Leach across the 50. 8 for 12 start through the air, but now they got 3rd and 3 from the Rams' 49-yard line. Defense trying to force a punt. It is knocked away by Ruiz. Intended for Coates. After a 40-yard punt, the Rams take over pinned inside the 10. Delayed give to Blackshear. He gains nothing. We don't usually run the ball this much, but 2 passes to 8 runs so far. Now we go play action. Bootleg to McCoon to set up 3rd down. I think we have 0 team passing yards right now. 5-man rush. Wagner going backwards. You can't do that, man. You gotta get rid of it. It's a safety. 2 points plus the football for Arizona. Wagner, these last couple of weeks, just looks completely different. And not in a good way. Under 7 to go here in the first half. It is 5-7 Rams. We don't see that score very often. Leach gains 9 here on the first carry. Another handoff right back to Leach, but he's dragged down by Levy for no gain. And on 3rd and 1, a hole opens up the middle for Leach. He's across the 45 again. 32 yards on 6 carries so far in this game. Pretty balanced approach for the Cardinals here. Plenty of runs and passes, and they are racking up yards in both areas. Now it's dumped off for Leach, but knocked away by Larry Green. Simpson's pass, caught by Schultz. for a first down. 5-man rush from the Rams. It's aired out inside the 20. That is Coates again. He's had quite a busy day. 4 grabs for just shy of 50 yards, and now an empty look on 1st and 10 for Joey Simpson. Rams not bringing pressure. What a back down right there by Frank Drummond, who's coming off a very nice Week 17 performance where he had a massive pick 6 plus a sack to help us get that win. From the 17, Simpson dumps it off, and that is Harrell for a gain of 9. Still no completions to JSN, who's top of the screen right now. That one's out of reach for Harrell to bring up 4th and 1. And they will settle for a chip shot field goal to give them a 1-point lead thanks to the safety. This is all Wagner's fault. He starts in the gun. And incomplete for McCollum. 14 passing yards for the Rams. Only 4 attempts, but my God, the passing game just looks way out of sync both this week and last week. From the 22, right back to McCollum for a short gain of 5. Wagner fires and links up with Holcomb. That's his first reception. Somehow he's in the zone now. Blackshear breaks a tackle and slips ahead for 5. I mean, if we can run the ball this well the entire game, that would be nice, but you gotta also pass the ball pretty well too. Out of the 2-minute warning. 5 to go on 2nd down. Crossbody throw. Out of bounds. On 3rd down. Good protection, and Wagner finds Jackson, but he drops it. What is going on? Are you kidding? That is a crucial drop because now the Cardinals, already in front by 1, take over with time to score before halftime. And Simpson has barely been pressured all day long. That one's broken up, though, by Darius Richards. At this point, I'm kind of hoping for a turnover of some sorts. That's a loss of 2 at least for Schultz. That brings up 3rd and 12. We use our first timeout to save some clock. Can the defense force a punt here? Leach the handoff. And not a whole lot. We're going to get the ball back with under 90 seconds to go until halftime. And we will start our next drive from across the 45-yard line at the 47. On the first play, we go to the air. It's a check down for Blackshear, making a 1-man miss. And we got 2 yards out of it, but enough with the dump-offs. We have gone underneath or gone to the flats almost every pass so far. Let's try and air the ball out here. Instead, we check it down again. Blackshear gains like 1.5. Now we're going no huddle, under 1 minute to go until the break, with 3rd and 7. Pressure coming. 3rd sack for Arizona. Or it's their 4th. We're going to give it right back, with still time to spare for the Cardinals, and 2 timeouts as well. They start from their 17. Simpson finds a receiver. It's Coates who breaks a tackle and is up to their 40-yard line. 134 yards through the air for Simpson. They use their 2nd timeout. Coates has over 70 receiving yards, and now a first down is complete. 30 seconds left to go. That was the first target for JSN here in this game. Over the middle again to Schultz. This no-huddle defense is going to give me a brain aneurysm. This is just insane. It's every game with this crap. If we can tackle him in bounds. No, we don't. It's a touchdown for the Cardinals. Are you kidding? Matthew Coates has over 100 receiving yards here in the first half. And now a touchdown to boot. Their lead. And we are on the brink of losing to a 3-win team here in Week 18. Green Bay at San Francisco, a tie ball game. If they lose, then we have a better shot at making the playoffs because they're currently in the hunt. So if we get help from some other teams, then we still could find a way in with a loss here. But I want to win this game. I want to beat this division rival, and I want to secure our playoff spot with a victory. The Lions beat the Bears, or are beating their Bears right now 14-3, but neither team is going to make the postseason at all this year. And then you've got Atlanta at Seattle. The Falcons trail by 3. If the Seahawks lose, that would really help us out as well, but I'm not sure if we can actually win this division yet. The Seahawks have clinched a playoff spot, but I think it might still be up for grabs, at least for the division lead. So if we play better here in this second half, then that would be nice. But the Cardinals do start with the football here in this second half. Going to the air. Simpson floats it up and wide open. It's Leach across the 30-yard line into plus territory. What a horrible start. We are not playing right now like a playoff team at all. This week or last week. Leach runs for a first down and more inside the 10. Now the run defense. My game has crashed 3 times. It is just not our day, apparently, but we're finally back. First and goal for the Cardinals from the 8s. 5-man rush from the Rams, and he gets rid of it. Trips top of the screen. Simpson rolls out. Finch forces another throwaway. It is 3rd and goal. Simpson heaving it for the end zone. It's picked by Forbes. We finally got the turnover, and that will prevent any points from going on the board. It's still a 1-score game. Pick number, I want to say 9 or 10 on the season from Emmanuel Forbes. This guy just can do it all. Can the offense step up here in this second half? We give it to Blackshear, but they're ready for it. Got to get the pass game going here, but instead we go right back to the ground. Blackshear makes a man miss, and the ball's loose. It's recovered by Arizona. We're going to lose this game. He just coughs it up. 3 defenders making the tackle, and the ball was not even punched out. It's just stripped from him. And now the Cardinals get it right back in Rams territory, 6 yards shy of the red zone. Nothing going right for us besides that 82-yard touchdown run. Simpson flushed out. He gets rid of it. They've only sacked him once, but finally getting some pressure these last couple of plays. Empty look on 2nd down. It's checked down to JSN in the flat. He gains 4. On 3rd and 6, the Rams bring 5 again. Simpson out of bounds. The Blackshear fumble leads to 3 more points, and the Cardinals now lead by 11. Outside give. Blackshear stiff arms a defender and runs for a first down. But got to take care of the football. We got to start passing the ball too. We have -5 team passing yards because of all their sacks, and because we have like less than 40 yards through the air. It's floated up though, and halted. McCoon has it at the 20. Easily our best throw of the day. There's a replay of that one. Just perfect touch pass from our quarterback, and McCoon hauls it in despite a defender being pretty much parallel with him. But now we take over in the red zone for the first time in this game. We go right back to the ground. Blackshear up the guts. Nicely blocked there by McCoy. 8 more. Ground game still being pretty effective here. Just got to finish this drive and put the ball in the end zone. For a touchdown, that's going to be a false start. Or is it? It's actually a penalty against the defense, and that will give us a new set of downs. Thank you, Daniel Shields. 1st and goal Rams from the 7-yard line now. That'll make things a bit easier. We're going to throw it. Good protection. Dumped off. Jackson finally hangs on this time. And from the 2, Blackshear stuffed at the line. No gain. We cannot be settling for a field goal here. You got to try 2 plays in a row to punch this one in. Blackshear stays in. We're going to throw it instead. End zone. Caught by Jackson. We're back on the board, but we should go for 2 here. There's no reason not to. We will try for the 2-point conversion. Back to the air and caught again. Almost the same play. Same route for Jackson, and now it's a 3-point game. The Cardinals take over from their 25-yard line, leading by a field goal. Leach. Stuffed. The Rams bring some pressure, but it's hauled in by JSN for a first down. Simpson hands it off. Green brings down Leach after a 4-yard gain. And down below, Atlanta takes a 4-point lead over the Seahawks as Schultz has it at the 50 for a first down, but a lineman's down for the Cardinals. That's Sam Henley. Just over 4 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Play fake, and JSN has it in the air for a gain of 4 to bring up 2nd and 6. That is his 4th grab here in this ball game. Just over 30 yards through the air so far for him. Simpson's pass right at Levy. He drops the pick. It was thrown right to him. That is such a costly drop. 3rd and 6. They're in no man's land. Simpson's got time to throw, and they've got the first down. If they score on this drive, I am not going to forget that dropped INT, man. Nice patient run here by Leach. He gains 6 more, and the Cardinals are on the move once again. No resistance right now from the Rams. They're inside our 30-yard line. Pressure coming, and it's caught by Leach for a first down. Empty look. Simpson fires, broken up by Green to save a touchdown. Trying to go for Coates. On 2nd down. More time to throw. Can we sack this guy for once? Holy crap. Every single throw, he's got like 5 seconds to get rid of it, man. There's no pressure right now on his face at all. Where is Finch? Where's Carl Graham? Somebody make a play. It's thrown away this time. From the 8s. Bootleg, and finally we got there. It's Sergio Webb of all people. It's a loss of 8. Just don't allow a touchdown. They go to a screen. It's incomplete for Anthony Leach. The field goal extends their lead to 6 points as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter. Wagner's pass caught by Holcomb across the 40. That will get us to the 4th. Even though Wagner is 11 for 14 passing, he just hasn't been very good here in this game. And neither has the play calling on the offensive side of the ball, at least passing-wise. David Jackson has that touchdown, but otherwise has barely touched the ball in this game. McCoon, I think, only has 2 grabs. Holcomb's got 2 or 3. Some guys just got to step up here. One of those 3 players has to make a play. Or McCollum, who has had 1 completion his way. We go outside. Blackshear cuts it back and gains a first down. And more up to the Cardinals' 45-yard line. 15 passes, 15 runs here in this game for the Rams. Not what we're used to. Holcomb's got it. 15 yards and a first down again. Nice pickup on the blitz by Blackshear. That will allow the completion here to McCoon inside the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 12 or... yeah, 12, I think, for a first down. My math is out of whack right now. It's 17-yard gain, actually. And now Holcomb in traffic hangs on. It's 7 more at the 6-yard line. 3 yards to go for a first down. Blackshear is stalled at the 4 to bring up 3rd and 2. Look at this, man. They are the 28th ranked defense in terms of points allowed per game. We have only 15. And right here, I think, is 4-down territory for the Rams. Wagner over the middle. Nowhere near his intended target, McCollum. And on 4th and 2, the offense does stay out there. I like this call. Give this one to Blackshear. He will get the first down. Instead, we go bootleg, and Wagner is sacked! An unblocked defender. Turnover on downs. So we get nothing out of the drive. That's unreal. We are literally 1 play away from getting back in the lead. But instead, we are making mistake after mistake. You had the fumble, which led to a field goal. You had the drop pick by Levy, and now you have the play action call on 4th and 2. I just don't understand how we're doing everything wrong. Loss of 3 for Arizona. 3rd and long coming up. They got to get to the 20-yard line. Simpson sacked for a safety! We answer back to what they did back in the first half. It's Sergio Webb once again. 2 second-half sacks, and now trailing by 4, we get the ball back. Now with some fantastic blindside pressure, we take over at the 41-yard line. A chance to put the ball back in the end zone. If we do, we'll go up by a field goal if we hit the PAT. We're back in plus territory. We hand it off in the pistol, and there's a hole opening up for Blackshear. He outraces the entire defense. He's gone again. A 45-yard score. It's a touchdown. The Rams lead late in the ball game. Take away that fumble, and Blackshear is having the day of his life. Look at him just boat race the entire defense to the end zone. That's amazing. This game has got to be the most stress-inducing game of our entire season. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. They hand it off to Leach. He gains 3. We're the number 1 team at takeaways. We got 1 so far. If we can get 1 more, we can come out on top in this game. Just a stop in general will just really help us out as we now have a 3-point lead. Nice tackle there in the backfield. It's a 1-yard loss. On 3rd and long, Simpson throws it quickly, and he finds Harrell across the 50 for a first down. Over 300 passing yards for Joey Simpson. And one of the worst offenses in the entire league this season. They hand it off. 5 more for Leach. They hand it off again, but we're ready for it. No gain. Carl Graham on the stop. On 3rd down again. Simpson out of bounds. What do they do on 4th and 5? They will punt the ball away with under 3 to go. They have all 3 timeouts plus the warning. If the offense can just get a couple of first downs, we will win this game. But another fantastic punt, and we are pinned inside our 10 for the second time in this game. Last time that happened, we took a safety, so let's not repeat that, please. We're going to throw it underneath to Jackson, and he gets hammered, but has enough for a first down. That will get us past the 2-minute warning. They have all 3 timeouts still, as do we. Blackshear trying to find a crease, but there's nothing there. They're going to have to burn there first. Take off only 3 seconds. Go right back to the ground. Blackshear pushed ahead. Gain of 7 yards. And now on 3rd and 3. Can we convert this to keep the drive alive? Blackshear has space and a whole lot more. Across the Rams 35. They have no timeouts left. 1:48 on the clock. We go to victory formation, but is this game over? I think it might be. Maybe. Unless we punt the ball away with like 30 seconds left, then we should come out on top here in this game. Just like last week, an incredibly difficult game to win. Did not make it easy on ourselves, just constantly shooting ourselves in our own feet. But I think finally, what are we doing? Why do we just take a penalty? Why are we punting in the last play of the game? Why? They just fair caught it. The game's over. That made no sense. We're going to the playoffs. We finished the year 10-7. I am honestly kind of shocked that we just won that game, but I will take any victory to make the playoffs, no doubt about it. Despite a couple of hiccups here and there, Wagner actually played pretty well in terms of passing, 17 for 21, only had 160 passing yards, plus 1 touchdown, but overall, played a better second half. Simpson, I thought, was pretty good here, but missed a couple of key throws. Plus, that pick in the end zone really kind of changed the complexion of that entire second half, because that was a really good first couple of plays to open that third quarter. But that pick really kind of shifted things. But how about the player of the game, Antonio Blackshear? Only 18 carries, but 217 yards, 2 touchdowns, plus the fumble. He was absolutely amazing. The offensive line opened up so many holes for him, and he made the most of them. Leach, 4.6 per carry on the ground. Through the air, Matthew Coates had a pretty big first half, but was kind of quiet there in the second half. Akun for 60 yards. Holcomb had 50. David Jackson had that 1 touchdown pass. And on defense, 17 tackles from Carlos Ruiz. 2 massive sacks in that second half from Sergio Webb, plus a sack from Levy. We had the pick from Forbes, as we already talked about, and we somehow just won that game, but it was not easy at all. Antonio Blackshear wins Player of the Week in the final week of the regular season here in year number 12, and we end up winning the NFC West after all of that, after that incredibly back and forth roller coaster of a season. We somehow escape the year with the division lead, but now we have to face the guys that we battle with all year long to win it. The Seahawks will visit SoFi Stadium next time around in the wild card game. Both teams finished 10-7, but we have to play a whole lot better to take this team down in this next game. So we end up with the 3 seed here in the playoffs. The Falcons end up with the number 1 seed. They, I think, swept our division because they did beat Seattle this past week, obviously. They beat us. They beat the Cardinals. They beat the Niners, I'm pretty sure, as well. They were a dominant force. We had a really great game against them a couple episodes back in the spectacle on Sunday nights, but they sweep the NFC West. The Giants end up with the 2 seed. But the Niners also make it with that Week 18 victory over their opponents, so they make it as the final wildcard spot. The Lions will face the Panthers, And over in the AFC, the Dolphins end up with the 1 seed. They have the first round bye. You got Texans against Jaguars, so Matthew Williams back in the playoffs after a couple of years not making it after he left the Rams. The Browns will face the Titans after a couple years away from a playoff appearance. And the Chargers will face the Jets in the first round as well. And once again, our only injury heading into this game is going to be our top safety, George Vance, still out with that broken collarbone. The Seahawks, meanwhile, have 2 players out. Their captain on defense, Ty Blackwell, who in games past has absolutely destroyed us, so that's going to be a huge loss for their defensive line. He tore his pec earlier this year and is out for about 30 weeks. Meanwhile, one of their depth corners, J.J. Colefield, has a wrist dislocation. He will miss this game at the very least. We will end the episode by looking at this playoff rivals scenario. I think it's our first time seeing this maybe in the entire series. Not entirely sure, but it seems pretty new to me. So let's check this one out as we approach this wild card matchup. What are you expecting here in this game, facing a familiar foe for a 3rd time this year? It's going to be a hard-hitting brawl. And also a chess match, but more so a brawl in this game. These 2 teams traded wins this year. They don't like each other, and they battled back and forth for the lead of this division, but we somehow came out on top. Both teams will have +5 hit power on defense, so expect a couple of fumbles in this game for sure. That will do it here in this one, folks. It has all come down to this game. If we can win this one and win 2 more, we get George Vance back for the Super Bowl, but we have a long way to go to get there, guys. I will see you guys in the wild card game and SoFi next time around. Please like the video, subscribe, leave your feedback down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Have a great day.